Hello everyone,
Yes.
welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Last time, a few things happened. We ended off fighting Captain Emery, and it seems like Cadnua is going to be under attack next time we get there. However, while we are here in Defiance Bay, I keep saying that we're going to clean up Defiance Bay's quests before heading back to fight Raedric, but we keep getting more. So I'm going to do a voice from the past, a return to court, and then go fight Raedric, I swear. And we need to recover an Animancer's grimoire. So we need to head over to the sanitarium. Before we do any fighting, I need to go rest at the inn, though, because Kana does have an injury. And a pretty major one at that. From Modred's laboratory. Get out of my laboratory. Oh, is this one of those places that doesn't care if you rob them blind? It appears so. Maybe downstairs? I mean, we weren't exactly given directions. Besides, oh, get it from this chest. Going to assume it's down here. Bella Sieg.
Hail, traveler.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. That's... oh, yeah, that is red. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. She almost walks into you. Akosi, here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research that I don't see the kith standing in front of me. What can I do? What do you do here? According to my research grant, I study awakenings. Sublimating pre-awakened souls have been one of Animance's greatest successes, and I'm working on a method to replicate the process on awakened souls. She gnaws at her lip. But the truth is I find few suitable subjects here. Widewind's legacy has left plenty of awakened souls, but most are too broken for study. She sighs. I fear I will return to Revua with nothing to show for my efforts. I'm awakened. Most interesting, but not the kind of awakening I can study, I'm afraid. I need someone whose awakened soul can be triggered with predictable stimuli. Souls such as these tend to manifest as alternate personas in the host. But I thank you for the offer. Aloth? Maybe? No? Okay. There's Modred. In the corner of Modred's lab rests a large weathered trunk. It seems likely to contain something important, if only by virtue of its size. Examine it more closely. Nothing grabs your attention except for the large padlock on the front. Whatever this Animancer keeps in here, he does not want anyone else to have or see. An animancer scribbles feverishly on a parchment scroll while his free hand dances through the air, counting off unseen objects. His lips move in silent discourse. As your shadow falls over his scroll, he looks up at you with mingled perplexity and irritation.
Well met.
Can I help you? He forces a polite smile. Does the name Helig mean anything to you? Modred stares. Helig? Is a colleague of mine. He was primarily a necromancer, but he was involved in animancy too. He worked at the sanitarium for several years. I dare say everyone here has heard of him. He clears his throat. He left his post recently. I believe he was seeking new opportunities in the Valian Republics. He leans forward. The advances they're making in animancy really are quite remarkable. Surely you've heard. He coughs again. Perhaps you haven't. I've heard it differently. He slides his spectacles down his nose. Just what are you insinuating? If this is your idea of a joke, I assure you, it's in very poor taste. So you didn't sink a blade into his chest and dump him in the catacombs. You'll be relieved to hear it. How could... Well, yes, I killed him. I killed that beast because nobody else had the spine for it. He was a madman. Years of perverse experiments. Twisting healthy souls. Torturing damaged souls. And for what? He flayed the essence from Glenfathan indigents for his amusement. He waves down the hall. If the public had known of half his deeds, they'd have razed this place to the ground. He jabs his finger on the desk. He used the sanitarium to disguise his own sick proclivities. He brought shame on all of us and put the entire discipline at risk. I regret nothing. Anyway, now you know the whole grisly story. He said you stole a grimoire from him. What? His grimoire? What's that madman been telling you? Hand it over. I'm not a wizard, and I want nothing to do with this detestable research. What use could I have for it? If I know Helig, this is his idea of a joke, probably not one you or I would appreciate. If anything I've told you about him has sunk in, I beg you, return to the catacombs and slay him once and for all. That foul man will cause misery and pain as long as he's around. He has something I need. I don't know what he's promised you, but he's already lied to you about the grimoire. I don't have it. If what I've told you about that evil, deceitful man hasn't swayed you, I don't know what else to say.
Well met, friend.
I wanted to ask about Rowan or whatever. Hardly brave. Whatever. The trunk holds no grimoires or treasures. Oh.
Fiery whore of a goddess.
Oh. Well, Helig is dying. If he did have the grimoire, why would he be honest about it, though? I'm not loading saves for the sake of changing quest outcomes. For the record. Knowing him, that was the person we were looking for. See, I was planning on killing him anyway, like, after getting what I needed from him. He was... That goes into the Temple of Woedica? Huh. Oh, I never grabbed that black ooze. Did you find my grimoire? I opened his chest, if that's what you mean. He places his hands on the table and leans forward. Tell me everything. The look on his face, the sound of his screams. He closes his eyes and clasps his gnarled hands together. I want to bask in every glorious detail. That wasn't part of our agreement. Where's your sense of humor? His shoulders shake with mirth. At least you've given me a good laugh. And now for your reward. He removes his amulet and hands it to you. You asked for a Rowena, and here she is, small enough to carry with you. He chuckles again. She was a formidable warrior, and now her soul is a formidable talisman. It's served me well these years, but I've moved on to bigger and better things. He waves a hand at the texts and runes on his table. Now, like so many things, it passes to the next generation. Use it as you see fit, or give it to that old miserable sap Dalton. He shrugs his bony shoulders and returns to his work. Whatever you decide, our business is ended. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged stelgare. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? You see an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowena. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in matching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowena falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowena. He reaches out to her, and what little life remained in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. The soul pulses with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off you as the years fade into decades. What do you want? You see an image of the amulet shattering and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Wait, no, I can use magic missiles outside of combat.
Yes.
A fine scepter. His grimoire is on him. A fine robe and vessel bones. Why are you holding all these items? All that unliquidated money. I guess I give you that belt.
Yes.
Tarnished locket. The silver locket is dented and tarnished. A faded portrait of a young nobleman still rests inside. His face has been worn away by time. Well, hopefully he'll take the news fairly well. Oh, come on. You knew the trap was there. How did you actually get hit by it? Whatever. Wait, how was he seeing Rowena then, if she was in that amulet the whole time? Oh well.
At once.
Hail and well met.
His tired eyes brighten. Did you find her? Yes, but not as you expected. The old man studies the amulet. Rowena used to wear this. Where did you get it? From Helig, who's kept her soul trapped inside it for decades. It's time to set her free. Dalton's eyes widen in horror. No, please, after searching for her for so long. He gazes at the amulet. Just to have her close to me, to visit her in my dreams. That would be enough. Enough for you, but what about her? If you'd keep her trapped in this amulet for the sake of your own comfort, you're no better than the wizard who imprisoned her. Dalton's expression withers. You're right. Please, let me do it. He draws a club with a trembling hand and crushes the amulet. As the gem cracks, you feel essence rush from it. The old man looks at the shattered gemstone. Thank you for showing me reason. Perhaps you'll wait for me in the next life. He looks at his hands shaking. By the flame, she won't have to wait long. Please, take this. He hands you the club. It's from my old adventuring days. I think it's time I finally let them go. Quest completed. And we got a unique club. Dial un debita. Plus 4 accuracy, plus 15% damage, plus 5 accuracy on its own, plus 20% damage against prone, stunned, and flanked enemies. Vengeance, just and merciless. I don't think anyone here particularly needs a club, though. Oh, it's fast speed, so it might actually be better than a dagger. Yeah, because the hatchet already does slash damage. I never looked into Helig's Grimoire. Minor missiles, jolting touch, fan of flames, ray of fire, draining touch, and fireball. Yeah, that's a pretty standard kit. Alright, so let's hop over to the inn. Rest up before heading back to Cadnua. Oh, speaking of, where are we on construction? 2 hours, the Western Barbican will be finished. So then I can start construction on the next one. Working on security, of course.
Good day, stranger.
You know what? Give me the Vixen's Burrow for the Dex? Yeah. So next... South or west curtain law for security. Although the craft hall gives security and an unlock. Let's go for the Warden's Lodge, actually, because it's 2 days, gives 2 security, 2 prestige, and bounties. Not that we're going to be able to do the bounties for quite a while, but if they're as high level as the text suggests. Right. Cadnua is going to be under attack by what's his name? The guy who wanted to take it from me because, birthright. I didn't do any work to restore it. Prick.
Looks a little healthier than before.
There's a mob? I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop him, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. Your boy got lucky. My guards, good men both, got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. I paid those thugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had. There she is. A woman points at you, and all eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gazes upon you. What's going on here? We want justice. You've been terrorizing us, and we won't stand for it any longer. Go on? You sent your men to my farm to collect a crop tax, saying we were overdue. For me, it was a road toll. I've been traveling up and down this way for years, and this was the first time I've heard of such a thing. If it happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops? And my goods? And the families of my guards? I'll make these men face justice. You can count on it. We appreciate that, but can you offer us any compensation? Just to help us get by, of course. He clears his throat and looks at you expectantly. Share this amongst yourselves. Most generous of you, milady. The villagers nod and smile at you, uttering thanks as they distribute the coins between them. Ah, angry mobs. The inevitable thorn in every ruler's side, eh, Hana? What brings you to Cadnua? I have news about Lord Gathvin. Let's discuss it at the Great Hall, away from curious ears. The Cadnua quests take priority over everything. Lady Hana. Why'd I get 2 sets of XP there? I've received word that Lord Gathvin is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Field. It appears a peaceful claim to Cadnua is no longer possible. The Earl has sent me here to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in an advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. Why won't the Earl officially legitimize my claim? It is a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Gathman's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more so than killing the man outright. With Gathman dead, the Earl only need worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for Lord Gathman. Those, if court gossip is to be believed, are far and few between. Losing a family claim to land and title, though, such disputes incite hatred from the entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst the other nobles. Wars are started for less. No, if Gathman is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl and all others who would dispute your claims. This is what it means to be noble in the Deerwood. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. Let's talk about my army. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Cadnua. Hopefully, people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathman's. Any hirelings stationed at Cadnua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. However, most of these men and women have no military experience. Hopefully you can gain additional allies. The Knights of the Crucible, perhaps, or the Dozens. What's the status of my regular troops? 2 green and 2 few. If you go up against Lord Gathman now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. We need to recruit veteran troops. Oh, I don't have 10,000 copper. I don't have that much at the moment. What special allies do I have available? He shakes his head. No one has offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, or if you're truly desperate, House Dominel. I've also heard rumors of a force of Raedcarans currently in the White March. If you find your way that far north, perhaps you can sway some of them to join our cause. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored Lord Gathman will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. He winks and grins. Still, I'd not tarry long. Alright then. Taxes collected, earned 500 coppers. So I guess I need to hire all of my hirelings. All of the ones that actually give security, at least. Battle of Yenwood Field. Is this better? Okay. So I need to get allies from the Dozens, which means I'm going to need reputation with them, which means I'm going to have to do quests with them. So, you know what? I'm going to keep a notepad page about my process here. So, Cadnua quest. I need allies. I really don't think that Knights of the Crucible are gonna like me siding with the Dozens. Knights of the Crucible. I'm actually writing this down physically, for the record. So I want to do quests with both of them, if possible. For now, we'll be doing the Bronze Beneath the Lake down in the
indeed.
Wood End Plains. And if that doesn't lock us out of doing Knights of the Crucible quests, then we'll do that chain. I know I still have that one encounter to clear out. And I still need to go to the gorge for Sagani. Alright, where here are they gonna be? They have a camp, which seems like they would put it up here. No. Not up there either. Probably where this wagon is. Bine eyes you with amusement, but his voice carries menace. You must be lost, pup. The giant slayers don't share bounties. Waynon wants me to help. He stops leaning against his sword and grips the pommel. Waynon sent you. A knot forms at his jaw. The well-groomed man leans in, swaying as if drunk. You think you can get the weapons? You've got two problems, rookie. A flooded entrance for one, and crucible patrols for another. We've seen more knights than face painters out here. Why are the Knights of the Crucible here? Damned if I know. They're glorified thugs in armor and usually prefer their feathered beds to camp cots. I'd gut one in an instant, but I can't collect bounties as a wanted man. Tell me about the flooded entrance. Must be the rains, he shrugs. We found this in the water, though. He holds up a flat, circular piece of Audra and drops it into a pouch on his belt. Not much natural Audra around here. Might be a key of some kind. Couldn't experiment much with the damn knights patrolling around. What do you know about these weapons? Waynon's paying good coin for them. That's all I need to know. So what now? That's an interesting question. You see, we never ever share bounties. His companions move to stand in line with him, hands on their weapons. I was sent to talk to you, that's all. And now we're talking, pup. He moves forward, his face mirrors away from yours. Choose your next words carefully. Admit it. You have no idea what to do next, or you wouldn't be sitting around out here. Bine's face flushes bright red. His hand reaches toward his axe, but it finds the Audra disc instead. He hurls it at your feet. Then let's see you do better. Unless you're all talk, that is. He turns to his companions. Come on, hot meals for us tonight. We'll deal with these upstarts later. Be seeing you. He turns to his partners and nods, and they follow his lead down the hill. An update here. St. Ivan's Knot. Ivan's Cradle, 500 to 1,000 copper and treasure, minor item. Alright, let's go send an adventurer out on that quest. Oh god, we have to go to Stormwall Gorge. Engraved Audra disc. There might be something in the description since it is a quest item. I still need to find the Black Hammer Smithery, too. This palm-sized Audra disc has been shaped into a perfect circle. Runes have been engraved around the edges, but they are too small to decipher. Oh. Alright. Let's see if we can handle those freaking primordials. Oh. Well, they started it. if they get huffy, I'm just gonna say, hey, they attacked me.
I'm here.
They started it.
You'll get a good shot.
Unite!
Lava room. Beyond seek.
No help here.
The Tempest
Can't get a good
is a
shot.
priest. Oh, what are you equipped with? You are on your S-Dock. Yeah, you're doing fine. Maybe go for the Poison Strike on the Commander. And then finish the Priest.
Can't get a good shot with this. I'm no help here.
A fine pike, swords and tower shields, crucible plate armors, a cape of deflection, frog helm, helms, and money. Seems like they've taken care of the primordials, though. Oh, right. So we want to look at the circular indentation, examine the outer writing, examine the writing. Audra in the indentation. The stone fits into the indentation, but with nothing to hold it in place, it simply falls out. Feel as if you're doing something wrong. Alright. It's nighttime now, and the Warden's Lodge is done, so let's go ahead and throw money into... throw money into the Bailey. Now let's put the disc in the indentation. The stone rests easily in the space, and you feel air rushing into tiny gaps in the indentation. It appears to be held firmly in place now. You hear the sliding of stone underneath your feet and the sudden rush of water. The pool before you begins to drain.
I'll take a look.
Dungeon. Gonna do a dungeon. Gotta do a dungeon. Find the weapons of Leia Ramen. So we have two paths. Oh, you hear grating and grinding coming from the stone head above you. The chips of Audra in its eye sockets glow bright green. A voice, deep and resonant, echoes from the stone mouth. What begins as a garble of language resolves itself in your own mother tongue. There is no truer blade than essence forged in bronze. Turn twice to the left and prepare your soul for its reckoning. Widowmaker. What are you doing in this game, Widowmaker?
Lava room. Beyond seek.
Turn twice to the left, huh? Peridot. Left. Oh god, of course it's tons of shades. You switch out to Spirits of Yenwood at least. Battle time.
Ah, I heard that rock.
Yes, I have to make a very long, overdrawn off joke every time we fight specters. I assume I can't poison the specters.
Lava will be on seek.
Oh, Jeebus. They're almost all down, though. You heal yourself. Can I inflict the damage over time on them? If so, that's kinda dumb.
How may I help?
Stay close.
Curses!
Let's try going the other way.
I'm here.
Oh, it's still flooded. Okay.
Way sailors!
I'm here. Yes.
Okay, what happens if I go the other way? Crystal Eater Spiderlings. And Ivory Spinners.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and heal. There are shades in there. More spiders in here. And I would rather fight the spiders right now.
I'm stuck.
Oh, I should give him that fine scepter.
Dead on. That one.
Watch out!
Wow. Wait. Barely too late.
Shit.
They're just spiders. They have no right to pose any sort of challenge.
Been poisoned.
They got the priest. Dead on.
Okay, you need to take that fine scepter. Can I even throw anything on it? I would need a worm wing for beast slaying, of course. Okay, can I add anything to your armor? Wait, your armor isn't even naturally fine, despite the fact that it's your personal... Okay. Okay, apparently I need to go spend some time earning money. You know what? God. We're fighting Raedric. That's probably going to get us tons of money so I can enchant my gear and do this better. This is so dumb. Can I arrest Raedric?
Certainly.
I can't immediately start any upgrades to Cadenua, though. Hireling payday. Oh. Hopefully bandits won't be taking my freaking taxes. Let's see if we can bust down the front door instead of having to use up a camping supply.
Get on!
Cool. Alright, let's go for the damage reduction bonuses before heading in. Bailey has been completed. Let's wreck some face. Like, I have supplies so I can camp. So I'm not worried about spending spells. Or other per rests. Plus, this is gonna freaking rain experience over me. Yeah, we got completely shredded the first time we tried to do this. I think we might be strong enough for this. With the saber, okay. How much money do I have just from that? Oh, 205. Okay. That was, yeah. Alright, Bailey is done. Hireling payday. Let's take another rest. and go stomp everyone else in. Oh my god, really? Like, I was probably going to take another rest already. Wait. Why is that guard? You know what? Not gonna worry about it. You... I guess cast Sunbeams. Hit all three of them, since we're gonna have to kill this one later anyway. Oh, right, the charm chance on hit. Damn it, Aleph.
Let's get a good shot with this.
Stand together.
Proacted.
You wasted it.
At once.
I'm gonna have so much freaking money from selling all this crap gear.
I'd be glad to.
Alright. Kick the door in. How long ago did we agree to do this? Of course. Why would I not expect there to be people in the front door, though? I just love the fact that I'm gonna be, like, leaving to go stay at an inn after this. Alright, go for the freeze.
Settle, love. Beyond secret.
Oh, I should probably actually do the endurance restoration here. Okay, I need to take that frozen touch spell off of Aloth's grimoire. Spellright's Tome. We're up to 455 now.
Absolutely.
Which would have been an obscene amount when we started. Okay, before I forget, Aloth, Grimoire. No sunless grasp, no fetid caress. Dazzling Lights is better for you. Okay.
Hi?
I'm here.
Rest again for that damage reduction
Seems
bonus.
to be
Oh.
the topic of the hour here. You've closer dealings with souls than I do. What do you think of it?
I think it's incredible that we hold such power over our own souls. It is, isn't it? Afflictions of the soul, treated as one might treat a broken limb. Who knows? We may see the dawn of a golden age. But let's deal with the age we're in for now. After you, my friend.
Yes.
Alright, let's pop a save. And finally do this Act 1 quest.
Absolutely.
That charm is actually getting to be annoying. Oh my god. I really should have just gone through the back way.
That's not very helpful.
Settle.
Those fine robes are gonna sell for a freaking fortune, though. There we go. Let's see.
How may I help?
Okay, you still have spell charges. You still have spell
What?
charges.
Yes?
Okay.
Ready, Watcher. Yes.
I think I'm going to go
It
for
is
the same.
unlike Kolst. What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. You have proven your competence in your way. And had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes. Lift the... So be it.
Alright. I do want to hit the crowds. I think I should have just straight up gone in with a fireball, though. Okay. It would be funny if I just straight up killed Raedric in one attack, but...
What has my cousin promised you? So be it.
Okay. Blessed armor to begin with. Blind you. I'm blind. Fireball. Poison strike on this champion. Set a damage per time on Raedric.
Ah, thank you.
Noxious burst. Set a damage over time on this champion. Drop a pillar of faith on you. You drink your potion. You poison this favor.
Good shot with this.
You you go for a ray of flame on... No, just attack Raedric.
That's it.
Dire Blessing, Despondent Blow, yeah. You... Actually, you're over here, so you can go ahead and Fan of Flames these four. Maybe kill that champion. Alright. Take out that favored. You go ahead and send the iconic image? Iconic projection that way. Archmage. Finish Raedric. Paladin. Bodyguard. And Archer. Okay, wasn't as much of a stomp as I was hoping for, but...
Indeed.
We've killed Raedric. And acquired Justice, the unique two-handed greatsword with fine and crushing lash. Another Spellwright's Tome. Fine robe.
I'm here.
So that's that. Lord of a barren land. I killed Raedric, so I should be good now.
I'm here.
Oh, there we go. Really? Did you just get here, Kolsch? We heard that you had moved against the keep, and yet we arrived too late. But a moment earlier, and I would have heard his dying breath. No matter. It is done. The tyrant is dead, and our village is free to move into a greater future. Gilded Vale owes you a great debt. I owe you a great debt. You have accomplished what I could not. Take what rewards you care to from Raedric's vault. You have earned them twice over. Kolsch looks over the throne room, smiling. There is much to do. We must send word to the Earl, of course. Revoke the cruel laws Raedric has instated. But do not think we will forget your assistance. You have brought about great change. Take pride. Everyone will remember this moment. Come, men. Clear these bodies from the hall. With that, Kolsch strides eagerly towards the throne. I do think we've done Gilded Vale a service. Certainly, we've done Gilded Vale a service. Sorry, you two, Mock. Ring of Overseeing. And a minor endurance scroll. Wait. Does anyone need a ring of... No. I'll hold on to that, though. Ring of Overseeing. Plus 10% ability area of... Oh my! That is good! Yeah, give that to Hana. And Justice. Same interrupt, same damage, 10% damage as crush, accuracy versus deflection. It doesn't have the damage reduction on it. But I think I'm gonna go for that.
I'm here.
Where is the vault, though, is the real question now.
I'll have it in no time.
Because I did
The
initially
work of a moment.
decide to come back here for the... Oh, another Ring of Overseeing and Moonstone. To help fund our defense of Cadnua. Pistol, stiletto, and money. I should probably actually equip the Ring of Overseeing. Wait, where am I? This is the hold dungeon. Not where I wanted to be. I kind of doubt the vault is down there. We do have most of the main floor to explore, though. And I think it's fair to assume at this point that we're not going to be met with resistance. Oh! They're still here! Looting the place? Frickin' fight me!
Yes.
Fight me, losers! I don't care. Can they not aggro on me? Is it because I'm stealing straight to the stash? Like, they can't be like, oh, I'm going to take this back from you. Because it's gone. Vanished into the ether. Snowcaps and Blaskin.
I'll have it in
Oh,
no time.
I never opened that.
The work of a moment.
It's gonna be a fair bit of money eventually, I guess. Check upstairs, I guess? Hold Sanctuary. Upper Ramparts. Keep Kitchen. Maybe Kolsch will tell us where the freaking treasury is? Hey, Kolsch. What should we do? We won't forget we... I mean... know what? I'm actually going to look up where the freaking treasury is. There's no treasury! I don't know why he said that, but it's basically, hey, you can loot the whole place consequence free. So that's that. So that 10,000 copper is still tempting, but it's not what we need, I think. Instead, let's go pawn off some loot, because, well, I have so much. I need to stop holding on to even just the one of every weapon type. I'm just gonna purge my storage and turn it into sweet, sweet cash. Oh, Glenfathan's Soul Hunter has arrived. Seeking employment. She was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. Oh, that sounds like something I want to take care of. But, so alright, let's get to the market and do some shopping. And maybe some enchantment. Strange hooded figures coming from the catacombs. Right, we still need to take care of that at some point.
Hail and well met.
Right, you... Do you have anything I want? I mean, besides the enchanted items. Did you have ingredients? You did. So give me all of the Pilgrim's Crown. And I will sell you anything in here that isn't fine. I'll keep one of each fine item, though. These are both stilettos. Wait, do you actually buy these grimoires? Oh, you can sell them. I'm gonna keep them just for good measure, though. Alright, now give me all of your ingredients. Oh. You know what? No, don't do that.
Hello.
Let's see, what do you have? I have 6,000. Not exactly enough. Let's see, Seal of Faith is extra spell uses for a priest. So Durance. I'm not really worried about that. So Ring of Deflection and Protection are the only ones that I could afford, really. Ashwood Cameo Figurine. Summons Delimgan. Huh. Oh, I almost forgot that I have armors to sell. Oh my god. Boom. There's my 10 grand. I've got 5k to spare for item upgrades. So let's upgrade Aloth's armor to fine. Durance's robe to find. Durance's God, I need more Pilgrim's Crown. Why do I need so much Pilgrim's Crown? I think I can still pop this up to fine. And Sagani is just in fine hide armor. Her bow probably takes... Oh, I don't have any anyway. Alright. Let's see. I still need to do more damage to dazed enemies or just deal 1500 damage to upgrade my staff. Oh yeah, I can put Kith Slaying on the Fine Scepter. Please do. Alright. So let's head back to Cadnua. Buy the 10,000... Oh, hire the 10,000 copper soldiers. Rest. Actually, can I afford an upgrade for 1400 or less? 2 more turns there. Towers. Oh, that's perfect. Let's go for the merchant stall, please.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Right. So we have 2 things to take care of in the Great Hall before resting in Bright Hollow, which I can just use the rest button for. Valiant Shock Mage. Alright, let's see. Forwin? My army. Recruit veteran troops. 10,000 copper pieces. Status. As good as it can be given the circumstances. With your willingness to spend coin, we should attract some veteran warriors as well. They'll be useful for their experience, and will help with morale if the situation becomes dire. Hireling payday. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get money to rehire them, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Merchant stalls completed. Right, so... Let me check the time. Right. Next time on Pillars of Eternity, I still need to get stronger before heading into that dungeon for the dozens. How close are we to a level? Oh, we are quite far off. So I think what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna head down into the maze underneath of Cadnua, because apparently you're actually intended to be able to do a couple floors from the get-go. So, yeah, next time we're gonna start looting our own fortress. What a time to be alive. See you guys then.